If you're a cat owner, you may have experienced the peculiar and heartwarming moment when your feline friend suddenly places its tail on you. It could happen when you're lounging on the couch, sitting at your desk, or even lying in bed. At first glance, this behavior might seem like a small, almost inconsequential gesture, but it's actually packed with meaning. Cats are subtle creatures, and their body language is one of the key ways they communicate. The question is, why do cats place their tails on their owners? Is it a sign of affection, a subtle bonding ritual, or is there something more complex going on, such as a territorial claim? One of the first things to understand is that a cat's tail is a crucial part of its body language and communication system. It's not just an appendage for balance, although that is one of its primary functions. A cat's tail can tell you a lot about how it's feeling, whether it's calm, excited, fearful, or even angry. The positioning of a cat's tail can give insight into its emotional state, and when a cat places its tail on you, it's no different. This gesture can mean various things, and understanding the context in which it happens is key to deciphering the message your cat is trying to send. One of the simplest and most common reasons a cat might place its tail on its owner is to show affection. Just as humans hug or touch to express warmth and connection, cats use physical touch, including tail placement, to reinforce social bonds. A cat's tail is incredibly sensitive, and by placing it on you, the cat is making a subtle but deliberate connection. This act can be compared to a human gently putting their hand on someone's arm or shoulder, a sign that they are comfortable with you and want to connect in a non-threatening way. Interestingly, this kind of behavior is not exclusive to domesticated cats. In the wild, cats, including lions and cheetahs, often use their tails to communicate with other members of their group. A tail placed gently on another cat can be a way of reinforcing social bonds or signaling trust. It's a tactile way of saying, "I'm comfortable with you," or "we're in this together." When your cat places its tail on you, it's essentially signaling the same thing: trust, comfort, and affection. Cats are creatures that can be quite independent, but they also thrive on social interaction. They may not always show it, but they appreciate being close to their human companions, and a tail placed on you is an understated way of expressing this connection. However, not all tail placements are exclusively about affection. Cats are territorial animals by nature, and the behavior could also be an indication of territorial claim. Cats are known to mark their territory using scent glands located around their face, paws, and tail. When a cat places its tail on you, it may be subtly marking you as theirs. This doesn't necessarily mean that the cat is being possessive in an aggressive or hostile way, it's more of a subtle way of establishing ownership or a claim to a shared space. By placing its tail on you, the cat is marking you with its scent, effectively telling other animals, and maybe even other people, that you belong to them. This is especially true if the tail is held in a certain way or is accompanied by other behaviors like rubbing or purring. This kind of territorial behavior is instinctual. In the wild, cats are solitary hunters and often stake out their own territories. They use scent marking to communicate their presence to other cats and to establish boundaries. Domestic cats still retain many of these behaviors, even if they live in a home where they are provided for and don't need to hunt. When your cat places its tail on you, it's acting on an ingrained instinct to establish its territory and reaffirm its bond with you. It's not necessarily a sign of aggression, but more of a natural way for your cat to feel secure and remind other animals that you are part of its domain. Additionally, the context of when your cat places its tail on you can provide insight into what the behavior means. If it happens while you're both resting in a calm, relaxed environment, it's likely a sign of affection and bonding. Your cat may be comfortable in your presence and wants to stay connected. On the other hand, if the tail placement occurs during moments of stress or tension, such as when there are unfamiliar guests or when another pet is nearby, it could be more about asserting territorial control. In these situations, the cat may place its tail on you as a way of reaffirming its place in the home and reinforcing its connection to you. The way the tail is placed is also a significant factor in interpreting the behavior. If the tail is relaxed and gently draped over you, it's usually a good sign that your cat feels comfortable and affectionate. A relaxed tail signals contentment, and it shows that the cat is not on high alert. On the other hand, if the tail is stiff or held in an upright position, it could indicate that the cat is feeling more territorial or even a little defensive. In such cases, the cat may still be trying to assert its claim on you, but the body language may suggest that it's doing so with more caution or wariness. Cats are known for their keen sense of personal space, so the way the tail is held can provide subtle clues about how your cat feels in that moment. Another consideration is that the act of placing its tail on you may be part of a larger set of bonding rituals. Cats have many ways of showing affection, and they often employ multiple gestures to communicate with their human companions. You might notice that when your cat places its tail on you, it may also nuzzle or rub against you. These behaviors, when combined, signal that your cat is trying to form a close connection with you. Cats are not as overtly affectionate as dogs, but they do show their love in quieter, more subtle ways. A tail placed on you, accompanied by a gentle nudge or a soft purr, is your cat's way of saying, "I care about you," or "I want to be near you." Furthermore, a cat's tail placement can also be influenced by its past experiences. Some cats, particularly those who have had negative experiences with humans in the past, may initially be more hesitant to engage in physical contact. Over time, as they become more comfortable in their new home, they may gradually start placing their tail on their owners as a sign of growing trust. For these cats, the tail placement is a big step forward in their relationship with you. It's a sign that they are beginning to feel secure and are willing to share that closeness with you. In contrast, a cat that has been raised in a more independent or solitary environment may not engage in the same tail-on-you behavior as readily. However, this doesn't mean that the cat doesn't care or bond with you, it just means that they may have different ways of expressing their affection. The beauty of having a cat as a companion is that they often find their own unique ways of showing love and affection, and each cat-owner relationship can look very different. For some cats, tail placement may be a daily gesture, while for others, it may be a rare but significant action that signals trust and affection. Cats are creatures of habit, and they may begin to place their tails on you as part of their daily routine. Whether it's when you're sitting on the couch, working at your desk, or lounging in bed, your cat may choose to gently rest its tail on you as part of its usual behavior. Over time, this simple gesture can become a comforting ritual, a subtle way for both you and your cat to reinforce your bond. For many cat owners, these quiet moments of connection are what make having a feline companion so rewarding. A cat placing its tail on you is a small, often overlooked action, but it's a gesture that speaks volumes about the trust, affection, and territorial connection your cat feels toward you. Ultimately, when your cat places its tail on you, it's a sign of its desire for connection, whether it's affection, comfort, or even a territorial claim. Cats may not express their feelings in the same overt way that dogs do, but they communicate their emotions through subtle actions and body language. Understanding these signs can deepen the bond you share with your feline friend and help you appreciate the nuances of their behavior. So, the next time your cat places its tail on you, take a moment to enjoy the connection. It's a gesture of trust, love, and a reminder that your cat sees you as an important part of its world.